in studio. Okay, what we got here are two fun guns, or home defense guns, if that's your thing. So I want to compare the two, and I know on the surface this looks like they probably shouldn't compare because one's an AR-15 and one's an AK47. But this AR-15 is chambered in 7.62 by 39 thanks to the folks at Soda Arms. The AK-47 is built by M&M, and it's their M10 model. I've obviously, if you know the M10, I've done some modifications. I've added a Krebs safety that has a hold open, so that's kind of handy. I've replaced the buttstock with one from Phoenix Technologies that gives it some position adjustment and a little bit of recoil pad to it, kind of simulating the buffer tube on an AR. So it shoots really nice. It came with the Hogue grip. I think the only other modification I've made is this, which is a non-reciprocating left side charging handle so that you can rack the slide from the left hand side. Hey, that rhymes. So, you know, as AK-47s go, it's inexpensive and, you know, pretty nice. The 7.62 by 39 AR-15 I have actually is one I assembled. The lower is from the folks at Surplus Arms and Ammo in Tacoma, Washington. They make a great lower. Well, this one actually says Lakewood, Washington on it. They have a shop in Tacoma now too. Again, the upper is from Soda Arms, and you know, I got to say, what a great quality piece of equipment. I have two uppers from Soda Arms, this and the 300 Blackout. You know, they're inexpensive and they work, and you know, no complaints. It's great quality stuff at a reasonable price. I've got a cheap red dot on here, which does the job just fine for what I use this for, which is, you know, fun shooting. So let's talk a little bit about the difference between the two. Obviously, the AK-47, and you know, plenty out there who know the difference. This is a gas impingement upper. It's not a piston-driven upper, and of course, the AK-47 is a piston-driven gun. So the AK is what the AK is. It's extremely reliable. But you know, for what I'm using it for, the reliability between either gun is about the same. And frankly, if you run the AR-15 platform wet, I find it completely reliable for my uses. Now, here's the difference. For what I'm using it for, which is having fun, I really built this AR-15 in 7.62 because I like the ergonomics of the AR platform, and so I wanted something that would shoot nice, inexpensive 7.62 by 39 ammunition, but I wanted the AR platform. You know, I'm used to where all the controls are. I'm not a big fan of how magazines rock in and out of the AK. I'm not a big fan of the magazine release. It's just, you know, if I had to go to war, well, okay, we could talk something different, but I'm not going to war. I'm shooting steel targets out in my backyard, basically. And so I built this as an attempt or built the AR as an attempt to kind of get there and shoot that kind of ammunition, and which is cheap and in an AR platform. So how well did I do? Well, the AK-47, you know, you shoot that with the iron sights up to 100 yards, I can plink that metal target all day long. The thing just works. The 7.62 AR, also just as accurate. The big difference is the magazines. So, and this is the one downside so far to the AR platform 7.62. And it has to do, I think, with the way they have to shape this magazine to accommodate the 30 caliber round, or the shape of the 7.62. It has to make it into the magazine well for the AR, so it has to have this straight piece. And if you look at the shape as compared to a standard AK magazine, you can see the curve in this guy for the AR platform is much more aggressive. It's odd shaped. And so what's that mean? Well, first of all, these magazines are hard to find. And really, to get them in any size, this is really the only ones I've found are made by, I guess it's ASC. I don't know who really does that. New Britain, Connecticut. It's an aluminum, I guess, kind of GI style magazine. A lot of sharp edges. I have yet to really get more than about 5 or 6 rounds in one of these reliably. They hang. They're just not great. So it really reduces the fun factor, and I think we'll put up some video here as I'm talking of me trying to load these magazines and the trouble I was having with them. But you know, for 5 or 6 rounds in there, the thing works great, but it's just not something I'm going to shoot a lot because it's such a pain in the butt to load, and you know, it has so many sharp edges and stuff. It's just, you know, who wants to do that? I've cut myself a couple of times and just not a lot of fun. You know, so for right now, I'm shooting the AK when I want to shoot the 7.62 by 39. It's probably the rifle I'm going to use the most at this point. If I can find magazines that work for this AR and aren't quite as goofy, then you know, I will shoot this rifle more. But right now, it's just sort of an interesting conversation piece because it's such a pain to load the magazines. Well, that's about it on these 2 rifles. You know, I've got some shooting video here. So I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, if you do, click subscribe. That always helps me out and lets me make more videos. And you know, come follow me on Facebook. Links in the video description below. If you know anything about magazines for this guy, let me know, and I'll make follow-up videos if you can help me make this gun run better. And actually, you know, you can go back. Some of my early videos were about trying to get the 7.62 operating correctly, and that's where the customer service from Soda Arms came in just big time, and so did you viewers, to help me sort of figure out how to get this to go reliably. And so go back and watch those videos. I'll try and link them here so you can see sort of what the build process was for this if you're interested. All right, thanks. Hope you enjoyed it. See you later.